I'm going to talk about ADHD as attention deficit hyperactive disorder. It's usually diagnosed in childhood, but there are many adults who are undiagnosed. It can coexist with other disorders as well, such as ASD, dyspraxia, Asperger's dyslexia. It's characterized by inattention, impulsivity, and in some cases hyperactivity. These symptoms usually occur together, however, one may occur without the other. The symptoms of hyperactivity, when present, are almost always present by the age of 7, may be present in very young preschoolers. Inattentive attention or attention deficit may not be present until a child faces the stages of elementary school. There are 3 main types of ADHD. The combined type, this is the most common type of ADHD. It is characterized by impulse and hyperactive behavior as well as inattention and distractibility. ADHD impulsive hyperactive type. This is the least common type of ADHD. It's characterized by impulsive and hyperactive behaviors without inattention and distractibility. ADHD inattentive and distractibility type. This type of ADHD is characterized by predominantly inattention and distractibility without hyperactivity. ADHD is researched very well. It suggests the cause is genetic. It is brain-based disorder. Low levels of dopamine, a neurotransmitter, causes ADHD develop. Brain metabolism in children, ADHD, and adults is lower. A lot of adults undiagnosed. Many parents have symptoms. Brothers and sisters might have symptoms. The characteristics of inattention include short attention span, difficulty listening to others, difficulty attending to details, easily distracted, forgetfulness, poor organization skills, poor study skills, impulsivity, often interrupting others, unrelated decisions, maybe showing empathy, to wait his or her turn in school, tends to blurt out answers instead of waiting, takes frequent risks and often before acting, hyperactivity, in constant motion, runs or climbs at times with no apparent goal except motion, has difficulty reining in his or her seat when it is expected, fidgets with hands or squirms when his or her fidgeting excessively, talks excessively, has difficulty engaging in quiet activities, loses or forgets things repeatedly and often, inability to stay on task, shifts from one task to the other without bringing anything to completion. It is diagnosed by a psychiatrist. Treatment includes medication, talk therapy, exercise, and change the diet, and social skills training. People with ADHD have chaotic minds. Behavior and the chaotic lifestyle and minds. It's because they have they have remember the item or remember everything. It's a regulation problem, disorder. It goes by difficulty in emotions, high intense and frequent emotions. It can cause emotional dysregulation where the emotions don't regulate. Retention sensitive dysphobia, when people face rejection at a much harder rate, and then it's diagnosed by psychiatrists. Sometimes it's diagnosed as ASD as well. People have trouble working memory, regulating emotions, their actions. There are positives in ADHD. People are warm, funny, creative, generous. Actors, people involved in singers, dancers, comedians, people have entertainment, and people have ADHD. And the innovators, people start their own business, entrepreneurs. It's estimated that 3 times as many people with ADHD start businesses than non-ADHD people. They're the risk takers. ADHD is officially classed as a neurodevelopmental mental health disorder. It's the only condition in the world officially classed both mental health condition and the neurodevelopmental condition at the same time. The UK recognized by both neurobehavioral condition. People moving towards ADHD being classed as strictly neurodevelopmental condition. Having ADHD does not mean you can have poor mental health. ADHD comes with strengths such as creativity and thinking out of the box. Periods of high energy don't disappear. It is important. People having ADHD arise arises for untreated, unmanaged, and often undiagnosed ADHD can often cause secondary mental health problems which will abate when ADHD is treated, meaning focus on ADHD is critical. It's important to get diagnosed as soon as possible, because GPs, mental health nurses, often clinical psychologists, are not experts in ADHD, and needs people, the right person to diagnose it, because it can coexist with people if I'm not misdiagnosed, such as bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, OCD, and schizophrenia. Despite these conditions 4 times to 8 times rarer than ADHD, it might be interpreted as simply anxiety, depression. ADHD is a neurodevelopmental condition that is often said that symptoms, behaviours and traits are the result of a person's brain developing differently. ADHD is a neurodevelopmental condition that's saying symptoms, behaviours and traits are the result of a person's brain developing differently. The causes of neurodevelopmental condition include genetics, trauma at birth, infectious disease, immune disorders, nutritional factors, physical trauma. Approximately 1 in 2 people with ADHD have dyslexia. Approximately 1 in 2 people with ADHD have dyspraxia. 9 in 10 people with Tourette's have ADHD. 2 in 3 people with ADHD have ASD traits. And people with ADHD are 8-fold more likely to meet the full criteria of an ASD diagnosis. Thanks very much. Goodbye.